because I know the power that I hold now. For myself, I'm not dependent on anybody financially. Also, with Free Your Mind, it's about telling our story. Now, a study has been made. It's been said that people who know their story and people who know their history cannot be deterred or confused, or they are more self-assured. They are original. They are self-assured. So why we started Free Your Mind is because we wanted to tell our own stories, where we come from, what we experienced, but we wanted to say it in a funny way. And I think that the fact that we are constantly telling our own story, a lot of people are able to relate to the stories, and a lot of people are able to appreciate the ideology of freedom of expression. Freedom of expression is something very rare in Africa. But in Namibia, funny enough, it's really rife. Freedom of expression is really important. And Free Your Mind plays a role in that, in expressing that, and promoting that. But then again, freedom of expression in Namibia means you can say whatever you want, you can march, you can what, but it's okay for the president to ignore you. So our freedom of expression doesn't translate into anything. It just means you are allowed to talk as much as you want. It's different from Zimbabwe. In Zimbabwe, you can't say anything. You can say as much as you want, but nobody takes it serious. The only way we are going to be taken serious is with things like this, with things like Free Your Mind, and the consistency, putting effort into what you do. If you are a Wambu here, like I'm a Wambu, a lot of people complain about the North, which I know the government is just sending money there, they are just what. Actually, the Wambus put effort into developing the North. The time of the diamonds and the gold mine and the whatnot, not the gold mines like Namdeb and all of that, they actually stole diamonds and developed their, like, if you look at shops like Punyu, I'm not saying he stole diamonds and whatsoever, but if you look at shops like Punyu, Tatenamjebo, if you look at, those are people who engage in developing their communities and such. Oshakati Ongwediva. If you look at football clubs like Oshakati City, that's an investment by Ben Awanga. So we live in a country where we don't invest in the most important things, which is education, which is arts and culture, which is sciences, and creating an environment for anybody who's interested in being a scientist to actually practice science. Look at this place here. This place, this is probably the first event that has been held here in the last 6 months. But this place is built here for the community. The community is not aware of it. It's very likely that if they come here, then they get pushed away, or maybe the guy is a bit graphic, which, you know, the tribalism comes in and whatnot. I don't know, look, I'm not sure exactly if what I'm saying here is having any sense to you whatsoever, but what's important to me is the fact that you are here and you want to lead by example. And the only way is to lead by example. And you have to do it better than the government. You have to do it better than the corporates. You have to do it better than most people, because Africans are all that Africa has got. Our leadership, I personally feel they are weak, completely weak. I can say this on national TV, I can say it everywhere, you know. These people allow us to be abused day in and day out. If a black person is shot in the US, that's not a black person in the US, that's a black person who's been shot. That's our brother, that's who we are. And if we allow them to be shot there, we can easily be shot here. So we are one people. The idea is that not the entire Africa is going to unite. But if we, those of us that are in this room, can pull our resources together, can combine this with Free Your Mind, like material like this, and content and freedom of expression, I think that we can hold our communities accountable, because nobody's even holding the leadership accountable. They mess up, you keep quiet. You complain a little bit behind here, you keep quiet. But if you are able to actively participate in the economic, social, and political spheres, I think you can make a change. You know, the president or whoever, they will all be on their toes. So like when we live here, we really need to like actively participate in the democratic process. And the democratic process allows you to, you know, you don't disappear in Namibia as other countries. You can literally go to the ombudsman. There are so many institutions. And again, that's another thing that we have. We don't have strong institutions, but at least we have institutions. And if we constantly hold them accountable, saying this is wrong, this is right, do this better, do that. And you need to be able to lobby and advocate for things that you want. Like those are really important words in in a country like Namibia, lobbying and advocacy. The best lobbyists in Namibia are the ones who lobby for the mines. They can get things done by the president at the snap of a finger because they got the money and they play us out. But we need to be able to lobby and advocate for things that are important to us. You know, ultimately, I would like Free Your Mind to create something like a mainstream Hollywood for Namibia, where actors and actresses and people in the creative sector can actually express themselves, where if we see something wrong and make a movie about it, we have the power to influence the way people think. You know, we want to change the way Africans view themselves, because in reality, we are the first continent to be highly civilized. And now we are like fallen completely back, you know, so it's really time. The second. 2 minutes. Okay, cool. So now, the most important thing is just leading by example and really taking Africa back to its place, you know, to the place where it really, really belongs. And it's not very hard. All you need to do is follow up. Pick up that book by Kwame Nkrumah. Pick up that book by Malcolm X. Pick up that book by Marcus Garvey. Those doctrines guide you into the right way. There's nothing new under the sun. Everything they were talking about is going to happen, is happening. So really just find a way to navigate your way around the political, economic, and social spheres of Africa. And as a team, I believe that we can pull it off. Again, I don't know if I made sense, but I think it's more important than anything just to express yourself and try to lead by example. Thank you very much for your time.
Hey.